Alright guys, BLM here, we're back with more Assassin's Creed Odyssey. We're continuing off the speed run here. We're gonna need to level up here. We just started sequence 5, which involves us going to Corinth, Argolis, and the other one. But we're a bit low leveled right now. I mean, we could technically do the kiosk stuff, but I feel like at the end of the day, we might as well do these Socrates side quest. Fuck off. Because there's a lot of them, and they're pretty short for the most part. And obviously you get XP for doing them. So it's like, we might as well do these first. And then, I don't know. Well, because we're only like a level away from being able to do the kiosk stuff. Or not the kiosk, from doing the Corinth and Argolis stuff. So we might just do those first and then do kiosks last. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter what order we do them, because obviously right afterwards we have to go back to Athens anyway. Either way. Yeah, this marker, hopefully I picked the right one, I'm pretty sure I did. This should be the Socrates mission. The, was it citizenship test, I believe is the name of this quest. And we're just going to skip through dialogue, it doesn't really matter. And these Socrates quests aren't really even Socrates quests, even though they're listed as Socrates quests, they're really Alcibiades quests. Which I just find it weird that they're even listed as Socrates quests, because if you go to the map, like, they say Socrates, like, but, like, all of them pretty much have to do with, helping out Alcibiades. Fuck. Come on. Okay, I don't care. Yeah, we're just gonna skip all this.
This talking in circles may work on others.
I believe it's this way, if I remember right. Nope, I'm wrong. Okay, it's this way. We're almost halfway. We're almost halfway through this Let's Play. I think we're on a good pace so far. Yeah, we're on pace to finish this up by episode 30, which is what my goal was initially. However, actually, now I look at it, we're not in a great pace in terms of levels, though. Yeah, like, I believe you finished the family storyline at level 35. So, considering we're only at level 15 right now, that's not great. But then again, I mean, if we're level 17 in a couple episodes, I guess we're still on pace. Fuck. Cool.
There, his name's been signed. Time to get back to Alcibiades.
Alright, let's go. So, I spent the last couple episodes just talking about narrative in general. I don't know what I'll talk about here. Because I'm pretty tired. I mean, it's already past 12. It's probably the last episode I record for today. But fuck, we need to get detected. Yeah. Fuck, they're all much higher level than I am too. Why are they all level 19? No, oh my god, what the fuck. God damn it, I was so close. I love how that marker's still stuck there. Yeah, I've done those many times. I believe Assassin's Creed Odyssey is probably my least favorite narrative in all of Assassin's Creed. I just feel like feels like the most uneventful. It's like, I don't give a shit about any of the things happening in this game's story. It's like, I mean, if we go through each game's narrative, I mean, like, AC1, I think it's pretty solid. I think AC1 actually is a very underrated narrative. I think it's probably the most gray out of any of the game's narratives. And I know a lot of people like say, "Oh my God, Rogue's so dark and stuff." It's like, no, it isn't. I mean, Rogue's just the complete fucking opposite. I mean, like it's like people talk about like, "Oh my God, it's what is it? Rogue shows that Assassin's Creed like that the what is it? That the whether it's like evens it out essentially." And it's like, no, it doesn't. I mean, it's just like the complete fucking ridiculousness just on the other side. Like, so it's like whatever. But yeah, AC1, not again, like I think overall pretty underrated narrative. AC2 obviously is a really great narrative with
My
Ezio's.
favorite Misthios returns.
Well,
Funny
let's
his
skip
name
this. Okay. So yeah, the quest. Let's just do it. That took 5 minutes. God damn, it took way longer than it should have.
You don't. So you want
Okay.
Alpha? Time.
Okay. That wasn't a lot of XP, but whatever. Yeah, with AC2 has a pretty good narrative. AC Brotherhood has a fine narrative. I think it has a lot of high highs, but it also has some like moments. But Brotherhood overall is pretty good. Revelations obviously is a near masterpiece for the like conclusion to that trilogy. Like really love how Revelations wraps all that up between Altair and Ezio.
Witness.
Alright, and then you got 3, which is an enormous mess. But again, I feel like 3 has higher highs than this game. Like, again, like those first 4 games, like AC1 through Revelations, it's not even a question that those are better than this game in terms of narrative. 3, I think there's a debate, but I do think 3 has higher highs. Again, 3 also has lower lows. I think 3 has the lowest lows in the entire franchise, but I also think it has some of the highest highs. So it's like, I feel like those high highs are good enough to put it above Odyssey, where there's just, to me, in Odyssey, it's nothing. It's a lot of nothing, and there's some like really dumb moments, but there's still not really any great moment in Odyssey. So yeah, then you got 4, which again I think is a near masterpiece from a storytelling perspective. I think you got
I'm not here about that.
Rogue. Oh yeah, I forgot I was gonna skip this.
His
Oh, let's just do this one. Alright, but, what is it, AC Rogue, and I think the more and more time has gone on, the more sour I am on AC Rogue. It's funny because I used to love the game. I loved the game when it first came out, and I was always a defender of Rogue for the first few years after it came out, but I think at this point, it's like, fuck Rogue. Like, it's really just dumb. A lot of it's pretty dumb, and it's like, I still think Rogue is a fine game overall. It's a game I would give probably like a 7 out of 10 to, but it's still dumb. Like, I don't know, narrative-wise, I do like Shay as a character, but again, in comparison to the rest of the Assassin's Creed characters, I still think he's like towards the bottom of the list in terms of protagonists. I don't know. Rogue's such a weird game. I think like if any game's narrative is worse than this game, it's probably Rogue. I think Rogue and this game are the closest. And I don't know. To be honest, they're pretty close. I think Rogue is more memorable for me in terms of its narrative, but to be honest, it could be either one.
Socrates too, it seems.
Much like
Okay.
You can next.
But if I
I don't care. Okay. Still not enough. So what do we got now? Come on. There's this mission. I guess we'll do it. Let's just fast travel, fuck it. And then moving on to Assassin's Creed, you got Unity, which I think Unity's narrative is a bit underrated. Is it the best in the franchise? Definitely not. But I think it's kind of on par with like something like Brotherhood for me. in terms of the ancestor story. So yeah, and then Syndicate's a bit of a mess. But I think about Syndicate, I don't know if a mess is really the best way to phrase it. It's so different. Like, it's not trying to be an Assassin's Creed. Like, I don't know. It's like people call it like Assassin's Creed parody, and I feel like that's essentially what it is. At least that feels like it. It feels like again, it copies a lot of the tropes from previous Assassin's Creed games, but it's kind of making fun of it at the same time. So it's a very tough narrative to rank. But it's still like it's one of the like I think 3 Rogue and Syndicate are probably the 3 that are closest to Odyssey in terms of ranking the narratives. And then you got Origins, which I think over time my opinion of Origins narrative has gone up. It's a bit sloppy towards the beginning. I don't think as sloppy as a lot of people. Like I don't get when people say like, "Oh, I'm so confused at the beginning of Origins." It's like, why are you confused? Like, what is there to be that confused about? Yes, they jump around in time periods and stuff. I was never actually like, even the first time I played the game, I was never confused at what was going on. Like, I felt like it was pretty fucking apparent when you were in a flashback and when whatever else happened and stuff. Like, I don't know, whatever. I don't care. Yeah, I don't care. Ah, fuck. Okay. Okay. Actually, that's pretty far away, isn't it? But yeah, my opinion of Origins narrative overall, over time, has definitely gone up a bit. Yeah, I know I've done this in the past, but I don't remember exactly what my ranking of the narratives are, so I might as well go through them again. Yeah, okay, so let's just go through them in order. AC1, AC2 is better than AC1. Brotherhood's probably the bottom of those 3. I think you got Revelations, which is obviously at the top of that grouping. You got 3, which is at the bottom of those. You got 4, which is probably at the top. Yeah, I've talked about this before. I think I love both 4 and Revelations. I think, but they're like, I love them for completely different reasons. Again, like, Revelations is great because it's the conclusion of Ezio's story arc, but Black Flag is great because it encompasses the entire story arc of Edward. So it's like, it's kind of like completely separate things. Like, one tells a full individual story while the other one is great because of the previous parts. So it's like, because of that, I do think I have Black Flag above Revelations, but yeah, like, I think they're both fantastic. So what is that? That's 4. I think this puts it at 4 Revelations, 2, 1 Brotherhood, 3. And then I think you got Rogue, which I think is at the bottom up to that point. Oh, is this a cultist? Okay. Yeah, you got Rogue, which is at the bottom to that point. I think you got Unity, which is probably below... Probably right below... Like, I think it's above 3 in Rogue. I do think it's probably right below Brotherhood. It's around Brotherhood either way. Like, I don't know if it's above or below. It's probably below because I think Brotherhood has higher highs. I think Unity is more consistent with its narrative, but yeah, I do think Brotherhood has higher highs. I probably would pick Brotherhood over the 2. I think Brotherhood is definitely the more memorable narrative out of the 2. And then you got Syndicate, which I think, again, is towards the bottom. I think it's above Rogue. Is it above 3? I don't know. Again, 3 is such a mess. That's kind of hard to rank. But at the same time, Syndicate just doesn't... Like, again, Syndicate's a pretty blah narrative for the most part. Again, it's a... I don't know if funny is the right term, but it's a comical narrative. Like, it definitely tries to be funny. But, and it has... yeah, and this is something... Yeah, like, I don't think Jeffrey Yalom is the greatest writer for ancestor stories in Assassin's Creed. Yeah, he wrote Brotherhood and Syndicate, But it's like, I think he's very good with narrative structure, and both those games have a very solid narrative structure. I feel like at least that's something you can give him credit for. I don't know. And then as you got Origins, which I don't know where I'd rank Origins at this point. I think I would have it above Brotherhood, to be honest. I think it's probably still below. It's below 1.
What is a leader if he hides
I don't
behind
care.
the walls he built himself? Send me fire, storm, or sickness, but bring me justice.
Yeah, he's
for
still
my city.
talking. He didn't level up. Okay. Let's see. So there's another one here. Let's do that one. So yeah, this will probably be an episode just of side quests, I think. Next episode we'll probably continue on with the main story. Dickhead. So, yeah, I think that's the ranking. Oh, yeah, and I didn't include Odyssey. Again, Odyssey, it's probably towards the bottom. I think Odyssey and Rogue are pretty close. I don't know. I guess if you're really going to put a gun to my head, I think this is probably better, I guess, than Rogue. I think, like, the thing about Rogue, the things I remember from Rogue are what happened in Haiti, happened in Portugal, and I make my own luck, Liam. But, yeah, the narrative sucks. It really does. It's not good. So yeah, what's the ranking? It's what, 4 Revelations, 2, 1 Origins. I might be missing one. Origins, Brotherhood. I think I'm missing one. Wait, let's go through this again. 4 Revelations, 2. Yeah, it's 1 Origins, Brotherhood, Unity. Unity 3, Syndicate. Yeah, Odyssey, then Rogue. So yeah, that's the ranking. For me, narrative-wise. Again, solely Ancestor narrative, not gameplay or anything. Like, overall as a game, obviously, like, AC1 would be much lower. To be honest, actually, I think the ones at the bottom there are the ones that I have towards the bottom of my list of games. Like, I think those bottom 4 are 4 of the bottom 5 games for me. And then you just add AC1 to that, and then I think that's the list. For, like, bottom 5 Assassin's Creed games for me. Again, I do have, at this point, I do have a pretty definitive ranking, I feel like. I feel like it's not going to change for a while.
A sturdy horse. It's also a stolen horse.
It won't change until... Oh wait, it definitely won't change until we replay 3, when that comes out, the remaster. I think that might change things if it does, but overall, I mean, like, I think my opinions of the Assassin's Creed games, at least for now, are pretty solid. These obviously, I just replayed every game except for 1 and 3, like, very recently, like, within, like, 2 months ago, not even 2 months ago now, like, what, a month and a half ago. I replayed every Assassin's Creed game, and now I've played, obviously, Odyssey 3 times in a row, kind of in a row, whatever, you get the point. So it's like, I think my opinions are very solidified. If you don't know the ranking for me, it is Brotherhood, Origins, Black Flag, was it Revelations, fuck, what's next? Revelations, 2, Unity, okay, 2, Unity, oh wait, alright, let's just start over. Black Flag, Revelations, 2, Unity, Odyssey, then 3, Syndicate, 1, and then Rogue. Those are my rankings. That is my ranking for Assassin's Creed. Which again, I did plan on doing a video on at some point. Yeah, I've told you this also is that I probably won't at this point, considering what this channel's kind of turned into, which is just me doing Let's Plays. But if I were to actually do like a professionally made like sort of video, I did plan on doing a ranking of these Assassin's Creed games, but I don't know. Might do it eventually, just not right now. Now's not the right time for that. Okay. I don't care. Come on. Oh my god. I wish there was a button just to skip the entire fucking dialogue scene, just so you didn't have to fucking see the loading screen here. Yeah, I guess it would still load, wouldn't it? It would just not. Actually, no, it wouldn't. I don't think it would. Because it would just skip that script, wouldn't it?
Are you
Either
the
way.
one who stopped?
The man.
Did you
Ah,
stop?
fuck.
Nope.
Wrong one.
I haven't.
Okay. So, is that close by? Let's do that viewpoint. I feel like that might be one that becomes helpful at some point, because, I believe the Alcibiades quests go over here too, and those are another set of quests that we will probably be doing, just because they are super quick. Like they're like, each of them are like 5-minute quests, so it's like, we'll probably do them at some point. I believe they start in Corinth though, so it's like we won't be doing them until that point. Okay. To be honest, I was looking at the list of games that I've played this year, and it actually makes me kind of excited to, at the end of the year, I do this every year. At the end of the year, I make a list of my favorite movies of all time and my favorite games of all time, and I make one every year, just so I can compare the lists from previous years and just see what's changed and stuff. And to be honest, my movie list probably won't change that much. I actually haven't watched that many movies this year. I've really been slacking on that. I've watched a lot of TV shows, just not a lot of movies. I don't know. And to be honest, I've watched, like, with the exception of movies I've come out within the last like couple of years, I've watched almost every movie I want to watch from the past anyway. I think there's a few exceptions, but I've watched almost every movie I want to. So like that's kind of why that's slowed down. But and to be honest, I don't even know if I'm gonna bother making another movie list. I might, but we'll see. But I'm really excited actually to make the game list, because there's so many games I've played this year for the first time that I think will be really interesting to see like an accurate ranking. I do add them to the list like when but it's not really a super accurate system. I just like see, okay, is it better than this game? It is, okay, yeah, I'll put it above this. And it's like, oh fuck, damn it. I don't care.
The people who
Then,
Okay. How much XP? 5,600. That's not bad. Ooh, so close. Okay. I believe that's the last Socrates mission for now. He does have more later. It's just for now, though. That's it. Where's our ship? It's here. Okay. You know what? I think we'll actually head here and do the Roxana quests. So let's do that. Again, those are really short quests. It's like 3 in a row. They're all really short. And obviously they all give you XP. So it's like we'll do those. We're not gonna bother with the Hunger Games one, the like Battle Royale one. Because again, that takes way too fucking long for it to be worth doing on this speed run. But those other 3 Roxana ones, they're worth doing, just because again, short and give a good amount of XP, or a decent amount of XP. Now, to be honest, I believe they're not super high. I believe they're just epic. But either way, it's still good. Yeah, but I feel like my game ranking will be very interesting to see, because I feel like so much has changed. Like, so I've played so many games that I hadn't played before at the time at the time I made the last list. And if I had played them, like I've only played like something like The Witcher 3, which at this point I think is my favorite game of all time. At the time I made the list last time, I hadn't finished The Witcher 3. I didn't finish The Witcher 3 for the first time until like what, February of this year, I don't believe. So That's something. Again, I've played it 3
Find what
times
you were
since
looking
then.
for in Athens?
Few clues.
Oh, this is the, we got the
Won't be
Mykonos
easy.
quest here.
Well, it's a good start. All we can do now is trust the path the gods have
Which
laid
we
out.
might do.
I'm not the only one.
We'll see. We're too low leveled for it right now anyway, I believe.
That also might be.
Here, let's go ahead and look this up. I think we're too low leveled. For It's Trouble in Paradise. Yeah, it's level 25. So yeah,
You got that right.
it's a bit of ways.
There's
But
a message for you on the board. Came from the Delos Islands. One of the cultists is there, Cassandra. His name is Bernardus.
You reading my messages, Carmelas?
I may have taken a peek.
so yeah, through this quest line here, we should be able to level up.
You're released until the commander's return.
Alright. So let's go ahead and mark that quest. There it is, sparring with Roxana. Yeah, I mean, like, just look at the collection, just like games I played for the first time this year. I mean, again, Witcher 3, Persona 5, Nier Automata. Actually, Nier Automata, I think I had already played after that. I think Nier Automata is actually one that's actually too high on the list. Because Nier Automata is a game that I think I literally just finished it when I made the list. So my opinion of the game has gone slightly down since then. I think it's, like, I think the thing about Nier Automata is that my opinion of it went way down, and then it's like kind of on the way back up now. What is that? Is that a lynx? If it is, we might as well kill it. Oh fuck. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Should we kill it? Oh shit. Reason I'm killing these, by the way, is because on Crete there is a quest that requires you to get lynx teeth, like a lynx teeth. Sorry, a lynx fangs, I guess technically. Oh no! Oh my god! Fuck! Damn it! How far back is it gonna take me? God damn it! Ah, we're so close there too. But anyway, like games from this year that I've played this year. I mean, again, you got like Until Dawn's one game that like I was not high on at the beginning of this year, but I've replayed it twice this year, and I really enjoy the game now. I've enjoyed it a lot more on the 2 replays I did on the channel than because to it. I mean, like it was fine, it was good, but not my favorite game of all time or anything. Now, I mean, it's still not my favorite game of all time, obviously, but I do enjoy it a lot more now. I think something like obviously Persona 5, I think would be interesting to see where that ranks. I think something like LA Noire probably will move down, to be honest, after my last replay. I think Inside and Limbo will be interesting games to see where they rank because I really enjoyed those. Obviously God of War, you got Horizon Zero Dawn, which I think my opinion of Horizon Zero Dawn's gone up over time. Obviously, I think the Assassin's Creed games will be interesting to rank. With this on my list of favorite games of all time, the thing I do with franchises, obviously massive franchises that I use. Oh no! Are you serious?
Welcome back. There's a message for you on the board.
Fuck off! God damn it! Damn it! We're all the way back here now.
One of the cultists is there, Cassandra.
You know, we're already almost at 30 minutes. I think what we'll do is just head over to the quest and then end there. Oh wait, we're heading to the wrong island. Yeah, if it's Assassin's Creed, like something like Assassin's Creed, and like same thing with like stuff like Super Mario and Legend of Zelda and whatever, all these other franchises, is that I usually try to keep it one per genre and then one per generation is how I work it with like something like Mario, where it's like out of 2D platformers I'll have one per generation, out of the 3D platformers I'll have one per generation, like console generation. With Assassin's Creed, the way I do it is by engine. where, or like, not by, I guess not necessarily by engine, but by like kind of generation of Assassin's Creed, like the way I look at, obviously, like, the way I look at it is, obviously there's the original engine, the Anvil with AC1, 1 through Revelations. That's why I consider grouping, and for those games I put AC Brotherhood on the list to represent those. Then you have AC, what was it? You have AC. You know what? Let's just do these quests now. Why not? Let's not waste the time in the next episode. Let's just do them now. You know, we might as well just do kiosks while we're here too, while we're in the middle of the fucking ocean. So we'll probably do that as well. Do the Xenia one first. So we're going to have to get some money. Hopefully we have enough. I don't know if we do, to be honest, but we'll see. Either way, I mean, we could do a side quest or something there to get money. Because I believe the quest on Xenia, on the island, whatever it's called, all those involve money, if I remember right. Because they're obviously trying to help you out there. Like all of them involve like getting something that you can sell for a whole bunch of money. So yeah. Yeah, like, so, what's that? Yeah, I have Brotherhood on there to represent that generation. Then the next generation I consider is the 3, 4, and 3, 4, and Rogue. I consider that its own separate thing. So I have 4 on there to represent those games. Then I have Unity and Syndicate on there, like in its own section, which again oh wait, let's skip this. Which again, I have Unity on there. To be honest, I don't know if it's really necessary at this point. Considering you think about it, if I'm really doing it by engine, obviously, Unity and... Oh fuck, she's high level. Okay. Okay.
Are you even trying?
Oh no.
Stings, doesn't it, champion? I felt worse.
Fuck, she's really high level though. Okay.
You need to push me.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. That was almost... we should be good if we just play cautiously. Yeah, so I have Unity on there to represent those two games, and then obviously now with Origins and Odyssey being very similar games, I consider those. Because the distinction I'm making is that even though they're the same engine between Unity, considering them different genres. I'm considering Origins and Odyssey RPGs, while I'm considering the other two action-adventure games, so that's kind of the distinction I'm making there. Is it accurate? I don't know. But either way, I already did it. I don't care. Okay, so that's the distinction I have there, and that's why I have both Unity and Origins on the list. And to be honest, Origins will be staying on the list. I'm not going to replace it with Odyssey, because fuck Odyssey. I don't know, whatever. We're supposed to do... okay, we leveled up. That's all right. Alright, we're fine. Ooh, okay. This is bad.
How do you like that?
Okay. Oh, fuck. Okay, this is probably pretty bad. See, I mean, obviously, like, I'm keeping, Alright, let's switch to this. I don't know why. Oh, wrong button. Yeah. This is actually a stronger weapon, isn't it?
Do you want the wolves killed or not?
Ooh, that was close. There we go.
That was quite the fight.
Okay. Again, this is super quick. That's why we're doing these. There's 3 of them, so there's one more.
Where to my...
And again, for all these, you get a decent amount of XP, so that's why we're doing it. So yeah, I mean, like, I think my period of Origins has gone down, to be honest, over time. Because I think at the time, the ranking last time, I had Origins ranked, I think it was 7. Like my 7th favorite game of all time. I think it's out of the top 10 now. And to be honest, I think it's replaced by Brotherhood. I think Brotherhood's gone up. And to be honest, I don't even know if Brotherhood's in the top 10. If it is, it's probably towards the end of the top 10.
When I say go,
Oh, it's the race. This is really
3,
dumb.
2, 1.
Alright, let's go.
I thought you'd be faster. Just enjoying the view.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it'll be just really interesting to see how the ranking looks after all the games I've played this year. Again, I mean, the only, like, I'm one of the few benefits of this channel is that it's really made me expand on games that I would play. I mean, like, there's certain games that I've played on the channel that I never thought I would actually play beforehand. Stuff like Inside and Limbo and something like Valiant Heart, something like Valkyria Chronicles. Some of these games that I was like, I thought in the back of my head, like, maybe I'll play them eventually. Like, I always had, like, the intention, like, I had the thought of, like, okay, I'll maybe play these eventually, but it's like I never actually got around to them, and to be honest, I probably never would have if it wasn't for this channel. So, it's like, I'm, like, happy that I started this channel so I could experience these games, even though Valkyria Chronicles annoyed the shit out of me towards the end. And something like Valiant Hearts, I think overall wasn't my favorite game in the world. But it's like, I'm happy I've played these games. And then some of these other games, like Virginia is another one, where it's like, it's a game I enjoyed at the end of the day. It's not my favorite game of all time or anything, but I'm happy I've played it. Something like Dear Esther is the same thing, where it's, you know, a lot of these type of games where I don't think I would have played them if it wasn't for this channel. There we go. Okay, so again, we got a lot of XP there. We almost leveled, like, we got 2/3 of a level essentially. Actually, we're right here at the viewpoint. We might as well just do it. After this, we will fast travel back to the ship. We'll track the Xenia quest, the Island of Misfortune. We will try to do that quest. We will see. Because again, the quest is actually a really short quest. It's literally just pay her $10,000 or $15,000. It's just like, again, we don't have it right now. I do think we should be able to get enough money to do it though. All right, let's just see what's here. Did we get anything new? We got a new sword. Looks like a decent one. And then nothing really new after that. Got a new bow. Got some new other shit, which we can't use. Ooh, that one's better. That one's better. And this one is not that much better. Yeah, it's probably not worth using. We got an ability point. Oh, we have a... Oh my god, we have it. Thank fucking god we have it finally. Okay. So, yeah. And then quest, did we already track it? I don't remember anymore. We did. Okay, let's do it. Which it's over here. This fast travels to ship. And we'll do it next episode. So yeah, this speedrun's not going super great, to be honest. At this point, we've really slowed down. We've kind of wasted a lot of time now, but at least we're beating our previous playthrough by a lot. By, I think, around half. Over half, isn't it? I mean, by the time we finish, it's definitely going to be under half. So at least that's something. But we'll end here. Next episode, we'll go ahead and... Actually, let's go ahead and make a manual save. I forgot about that. Let's do that as well. And just see how far we are. So we should be at around like 7:45, 7:40 maybe. 7:39. Okay. We'll end here. Next episode we'll continue on. But for now, thank you for watching.